I'm Andrew Pezzelli, and welcome inside another edition of the Coaches Show. I'm joined once again by Salve Regina football head coach Kevin Gilmartin. And Kevin, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you. And this weekend, 48-7 victory over Nichols College, a convincing win. How did it all come together this week for your team?
Yeah, well, first off, it feels a lot better to win, doesn't it? Well, I mean, you started off the game, that week, going into that week, we were trying to get our team back on pace where we were focused on everything, but at the same time, emotional about the entire game, and that part about the emotional part, that aspect, that's where we didn't have, I think, in the last couple of games. So we really tried to work on that so our guys got fired up, and you could see that on the sidelines, the electricity, where guys were jumping up and down, they were excited. But the game started off, and opening kickoff, Dave Giaravino kicks it off, puts it 2 yards into the end zone. They return it. And our kickoff coverage is down there. Alex Hennessy dives at the guy's legs. They have the ball at 12-yard line, jumps up. Guys are jumping up and down, and you saw the emotion right away. Our defense shuts them down. Offensively, we get the ball, we drive down the field, score a touchdown. So now the defense has done it, the offense has done it, the special teams has done it, and then something that we haven't done, at the start of every game is kick that extra point. And boom, it goes right through the uprights, and you can see on the sidelines, everybody's jumping up and down, and they're yelling, "Hey, it's different today. Today's different." You can see the emotion in the team, and then that continued on throughout the game.
Yeah. Obviously, you guys scored in that first drive, and you could feel the electricity in the building. Oh, we're gonna roll today. And then they come back and score on their first drive.
Right.
And we knew going into that game that their quarterback was a playmaker on the air and on the ground. So it was 7-7 to start. Obviously, you guys from there on out dominated the rest of the game. What were you able to do from that point on to limit their quarterback defensively?
Right. Well, going into the game, where we talked about it, saying that this quarterback, he's very good. He's explosive as a runner and as a passer. But that first series, actually, let's step back and say what our plan was going into it was we were trying to get our defensive line pushed back into their offensive line, where all four of them were moving forward towards him, so that he didn't have a lane to run through, and we wanted him to bounce around to the outside. That first series, we pin him down on the 12-yard line. I think it's 2nd and 10 or something like that, and all of a sudden our defensive end widens, our tackle comes in, and he pops it. And he runs for 15 yards, and they see him, and they're like, okay, this guy's fast. That's why we want to do this.
Yep.
And then the rest of the game, we stayed true to the plan, where we were pushing him back, and then we started, blitzing a little bit, so other people started getting into it. And we ended up getting 6 sacks, and we held him to 20 yards. In previous games, he had over 100 yards. So, he was a big part of our game plan defensively, was to shut him down. And the fact that we held him to 20 yards, I think he had something like 8 pass completions. He had the 1 long touchdown.
Yep.
But other than that, not too much. So we're pretty excited about what we did.
Was it a big part of the game plan to have Hayden back, factoring into that, getting those sacks, working the defensive line like that?
Oh, absolutely. Anytime you're bringing one of your starters back, and especially when it's, conference defensive player, when he comes back, that alone, going to make you a better team. And at the same time, we're more emotional and we're flying around. So he's helped pushing that pocket. And obviously, because he's pushing the pocket, other guys are opening up and making sacks as well.
Okay. The games just keep getting bigger. Another big one this weekend. Talk about that matchup.
Okay. Going into it, we're playing a team that's they're undefeated right now. Coaches poll in New England, they're the #1 team in New England. That's they're riding the high. I got to think that they're pretty excited about where they are, and I think that they're gonna say, hey, we're gonna keep going, we're gonna keep rolling this way. 2 weeks ago, they scored 80 points. In one game to put up 80 points. That's a ton. And so we got a lot of work ahead of us right now. They got their running back returning from last year. Last year, I think probably like 2nd or 3rd play of the game, he busted off a 75-yarder. He's a very good running back, and obviously he's backing it up, this season as well. And so they're a very good team, very explosive, and so it should be exciting. And it's good that we got some of our emotion back, and a little bit of our little mojo coming back, and hopefully we'll be able to ride that into Massachusetts.
All right. Well, Coach, good luck this weekend.
All right.
Thank you for being here. Salve Regina head football coach Kevin Gilmartin. I'm here with Paul Ciaravino and Matt Conroy of the Salve Regina football team. And guys, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us. Thank you.
Obviously a big win for you guys on Saturday. Did you feel defensively that you guys are coming out with a little extra edge, bit of a chip on your shoulder this week?
Absolutely. Defense, we're normally like popcorn, and against MIT, like that popcorn was burnt. and we let up 48 points, and that's not how we play. And against Nichols, we let up 7 points, so we proved to ourselves and proved to our fans that, we're not only just popcorn, we have a little butter on the side.
Yeah, I mean, going off him, it's just, we had to get our swagger back. It's one thing Coach really chimed in on this week. Last week we didn't have, against MIT, we didn't have that. And that's one thing we really focused on during practice is, just rallying to the ball, getting after it.
One of the biggest plays of the game was your pick six. Talk about that play, what happened, what you saw.
Well, I kind of blacked out. Like, I had no idea what was going on. But when I called it, I just started sprinting down the sidelines, and I didn't see anyone in front of me, so I guess the other team was on the other side of the field, because usually I get hawked down and I wouldn't score. But no, I mean, I just caught the ball and I just sprinted for my life.
Yeah. And Paul, what are you?
That was it was definitely pretty fun. I threw my helmet up and kind of just started sprinting with him because got a little nickname for him. San Quentin over here, he locks down on D, so get excited for him.
Yeah. For you guys, what's it like to be seniors this year on this football team?
It means a lot. I mean, these 4 years just flew by, and these are a great group of guys, and these are the best years of my football I ever had, these 4 years, and I can't believe it's coming to an end. It means a lot to me.
No, yeah, absolutely. It definitely means a lot. Same thing as him. It's unbelievable these past 4 years. Definitely made a lot of great friends, that I'll have carry after this. Definitely the best 4 years I've had, though, here at Salve.
Yeah. Well, guys, good luck this weekend. Thank you for being here. Paul Ciaravino and Matt Conroy of the Salve Regina football team.